counterintuitive, not a little bit is an understatement, but just like now, if I said, I go out in this direction, and I won't come to a wall, right? I mean, if I come to a wall, then I'll break through the wall, and I'll go to the other side of the wall. So, and on the other side of the wall, if I continue, with however many walls there are, I'll just break through. So, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to say that it ends. The way to answer that was either that it's infinite. The modern way of answering that, due to Einstein and actually some people before me conceived of this idea to some degree, is that you just go and go and go, and you eventually find yourself back to where you started. Not that at some point you suddenly switched over like in the video game, but space has that property, that it is finite. You just go and you find yourself back. That's just the property of space. And it is as it is, and whether you can conceive of it that way is a different story. That's a problem of human psychology. It's not a problem of the universe. Now, if it's like that, it still has a certain extent. It takes a certain amount of time. You take a measuring tape, and you measure how long you've gone until you come back to the same place that you started. You put a little X and you come back a long time later, right, to that same space. And you measure that'll tell you how big the universe is. Well, you can say, well, that's in this direction. Let me go in this direction. So you measure off in this direction also until you come back to your X, and you say, well, the universe is this big in this direction, and it's this big in that direction. And what you mean is, not that it's this big that there's an end over there, but when you go that far in that direction, you come back here. If you go halfway in that direction, you come back over there. If you go 3/4 of the way, you come back here. If you go the whole thing, you come back here. If you did that 1 billion years ago, 5 billion years ago, with the tape measure, what you will have found is a smaller number. You still won't find a wall out there, but you will find that you need less tape measure to get back to where you started from. And if you would have done that 14.9 billion years, and that's not the right amount really, but let's say, just a little bit after the Big Bang, what you would have found is that you need just a regular tape measure because it's only like 3 yards long in each way. You go 3 yards and you look ahead, you'll see the back of your head because the light is making a full circle. And of course, that wouldn't happen because nothing could exist that would be in elementary particles at that temperature and that size of the universe, but figuratively speaking. And then, a little bit earlier than that, and you would find that the tape measure would be too big to fit into the universe. There wouldn't be a tape measure.